Good evening. I'm a secondary school teacher by trade and I'm a head of year. So I've spent most of my working life, as you can imagine, being a head of year, sorting out the bad lads who are causing problems. And I'd just like to quickly talk about one particular lad I was working with a few years ago. And most of us in the pastoral team could see that he wasn't actually, that somewhere inside there was a decent kid trying to get out. But we just weren't getting anywhere with him. He was in trouble constantly. He'd come in on a Monday, he'd be swearing and shouting at staff, he'd be fighting with pupils, fighting with staff. He'd been excluded plenty of times. But we worked with him and we tried to sort of modify his behaviour and get to the bottom of what was causing it. And one day he just broke down and he started crying and he started telling us that the reason he'd been in trouble that day was he was so upset. And he was so upset because of what had happened at the weekend. And this is nothing new to any of the teachers in the room. We deal with this every day. Kids come in with baggage from what's happening outside. And we knew that his dad was not a particularly pleasant character. It turns out his dad was also a violent racist. And what his dad was doing at the weekend was taking this lad out to sort of educate him and sort of turn him into a man by taking him out with his friends who would then hunt down and attack young black and Asian men. And he was forced to sort of witness this. And he knew it was wrong, and he didn't want to take part, and he didn't want to be there, and he told us that. And that was sort of influencing everything that was happening to him then when he was coming into school, and we were dealing with that fallout. Now, at the moment, our NUT office is actually in a primary school, so when I'm in work, it's the absolute opposite of what I've been used to. And it's quite amusing when I see all the little ones coming up the corridor, and they're tiny compared to the ones that I normally teach. And what they often do is they come in sort of a zigzag line and they're all holding hands with each other. And they don't care who they're holding hands with. They don't care whether they're black, white, or 100 shades in between. And to get from that sort of state of innocence to the lad that I've just described, there's only one thing that does it. It's the bile and the hatred and the vicious ideology of people like Nick Griffin and the BNP.
Yes.
And that ideology is the absolute antithesis of everything that teachers, no matter what their political persuasions are, try to put into their kids every single day in work. They try to make them respectful, decent citizens, and that is the exact opposite of what we're fighting in these elections with Griffin and the BNP. And the National Union of Teachers recognises this, and a couple of years ago we've set up a political fund which all members contribute to. And it's not to affiliate us to any particular political party, it's purely to fight racist and fascist and Nazi parties. And we'll be doing everything we can in Manchester to use that to help the fight against Nick Griffin between now and May. Thank you very much.